We've been here before. Images WFAA collected on the 1800 block of Park Row Avenue are disturbing, showing this South Dallas neighborhood struggle with drug activity and a survival sex trade.
During the day you see it, but at night it's a whole different world where it's Gotham City.
And what residents say is more unsettling is the lack of police response to their cries for help.
Other communities in Dallas will talk about response time. That doesn't exist here. We don't have response time. They don't come.
3 weeks after our investigation revealed that from January 2024 to April 2025, police responded to 2 911 calls in the area out of at least 45 calls, more than 20 showing no police action.
What are some of the things that you all have seen?
We sat down with those who can and say they're trying to fix the problem. In one room, DPD, the city's homeless solutions, code compliance, and Cornerstone Baptist Church, who say the problems here are familiar.
I've been here 36 years.
Cornerstone Pastor Chris Simmons.
We are light years better today than we were just a few years ago.
But for code compliance Michelle Lowe.
When I grew up here, the unsheltered population, it was not as concentrated as it is now.
From a code perspective,
there's a lot of vacant lots, they tend to gravitate to those areas.
Michelle says in early September, Code visited Park Row, even helping to clean up trash.
So we will go through our process and we will come in and we will abate it because we understand that it's a nuisance.
Some issues lead to legal action like citations, but Michelle says it takes time, just as addressing homelessness. Homeless Solutions, Justine Yancey.
It's us coming back week after week and building that trust.
She says Homeless Solutions began working in this area in late May.
We've been able to engage 27 individuals with the tailored services that we have.
DPD's neighborhood officer, Brian Joseph, says they've now added a sky camera and made several arrests for both prostitution and drug-related crimes.
We arrested 2 individuals that had about 10 different types of drugs on them, which is one thing that's hurting our community.
They've also increased covert units and uniform patrols. And while on Park Road earlier this month, we saw 1 patrol on the block and at least 2 others nearby within a 2-hour time frame.
Arresting is not going to help everybody, but until they see, hey, you know what, it's time for that change for myself, for me. You got to want it inside.
It's a change.
I've been locked up more times than I care to count.
Richard Smith made years ago. He now runs Cornerstone's Trinity Restoration Ministries, providing resources to those in need.
Because it's easy to say that somebody's not doing their job, but are we doing our job? Are we invested?
And multiple residents have expressed is some of the issues that we see here in South Dallas, we don't see in North Dallas. And they talk about even just the response from the city as a whole.
So that's a very easy answer. 2 answers. Concerned citizens. Concerned citizens, because people in other parts of the community are not going to tolerate. And I think at some point we become comfortable with the things that we see.
But it was residents who spoke out about these issues, calling 311, 911, elected officials, and getting local groups involved. DPD Chief Daniel Como visited Park Row after our story aired. He says in a statement, the people of Park Row are doing exactly what we asked for our residents, speaking up and reporting issues. DPD also says they're evaluating ways to improve efficiency to reduce response times.
Are we pouring into the people as well? Because we all can do a better job.
It takes all of us, coming together, working collaboratively so that we can really get to the root of what the concern is.
Because even though we've been here before, it does not mean things can't change. In July, DPD announced 22 prostitution-related arrests in the Northwest and Southeast Patrol divisions. Now, through an open records request, WFAA learned that from January 1st to August 16th, there was 1 prostitution-related arrest on the 1800 block of Park Row Avenue. And as for code compliance, they say there's been about 34 code matters on this block since October 2024, with 5 current cases in progress.